Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Bill McKinney. Welcome to another sunrise session. Looks like it's going to be a warm one today. That's okay with me. Last week, we were talking about working on your business, the difference between working on and in your business, what that means and why it's important, and who you can enlist to help you do that. I guess that leaves the when and the where and the how. If we're going to be thorough about this, and I'm nothing if not thorough, at least when I'm talking about stuff. So the when and the where, it's important. Like any skill that you bring to your business, anything you do, repetition creates competence. So it's important to set aside time, whether for this time you spend working on your business, whether it's time spent by yourself at altitude, working on your goals and your vision for your biz, and tracking your activities and measuring and that aspect of it, or whether it's time you spend with your coach or consultant or other trusted advisor or a mentor or your accountability partner. It's important that you actually spend that time, and in order to do that, it's important that you put it on your calendar. Stick it on your calendar and stick to it. Schedule it. For me personally, I like to spend a few hours a week. I like to spend some time early Mondays and late Fridays. That's kind of my routine. For you, it might be I know some folks who have a daily routine. I know some folks who spend big chunks of time on a couple weekends out of the month. Whatever works for you, and it can evolve over time, but it's important that you schedule the time, that you book it, that you honor it, just like you would a client appointment. I know there are times when I felt like I'm too busy, I'm going to blow this off, I'm going to sneak in a little bit of client work where I have my little altitude time scheduled, and man, long time that just doesn't work. It might feel like I'm doing the right thing in the moment, but invariably it comes back and bites me on the ass. Book it, honor it, be faithful to it, because it's key stuff. It's very important. In addition to the regularly scheduled, the weekly sessions you have, I think it's really important to get away. Let me backtrack a second. That's the when piece. The where piece is I like to get away from my desk when I do this, if I can. Obviously if I need some online tools, or if I'm looking at spreadsheets or budgeting, financials, whatever, I have to have my laptop with me. But even so, I like to get away from my desk, take it outside, take it on the patio. It's a signal to my head to shift gears. So that works for me, and it may work for you. In addition to the weekly stuff, I think it's important to get out yearly, at least yearly, and do a retreat. And when I'm talking about a retreat, I mean get way away from the office, get away from the house if that's where you're working, get away from the office if you have an office. I like to get away to a local hotel, schedule a whole day to work on it, schedule it with with some outside help to join me. I like to do it's usually kind of a day and a half routine where I spend a half a day beforehand and setting my agenda and setting my expectations and really kind of head tripping. I often like to do that piece sitting with a partner, on a balcony someplace with an adult beverage and then a few nice bar snacks and kind of let my mind roam and really kind of loosen up and get ready for it. And then the next day I bear down, spend time working on it solo, and also spend time getting a lot of feedback and input from somebody I trust. So anyway, that's my recommendation. It works for me. When I work the system, it really works for me. And when I don't work the system, I get those results too. So I think that's it. I don't want to go too long, and tomorrow we'll talk about some of the how, some of the tools, and look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you later.